Today's reading, Chicken Soup for the Soul, Children with Special Needs, is titled, Seeing Through Josh's Eyes. William Durant wrote, "Forget past mistakes, forget failures, forget everything except what you're going to do now, and do it." After years of doctors, counselors, and visits to the school, the word bipolar should have been a relief. My 13-year-old son had always been different and unusual, but the problems had escalated. Even if it was my fault, as one doctor told me, our family and my son needed help, and we weren't getting it. Not until now. The words hung in the air, and I swear I could touch them. They were so heavy and dense. Josh sat with my husband and me as the doctor told us what bipolar disorder is, described the symptoms, and outlined the line of treatment that was needed. But all I remember hearing were two words, bipolar disorder. After our meeting, my son and husband were picking up some literature and filling out paperwork, so I offered to go warm up the car. There was snow on the ground. I remember feeling like my whole life was in a frozen picture. I couldn't think. I couldn't breathe. I couldn't even cry. I was numb. At that very moment, my husband and son jumped into the car, and I remember looking into the rearview mirror and seeing my son grinning from ear to ear. He jumped into the seat and said, "Mom, let's go celebrate." At that very moment, I knew that my son was in the middle of what the doctor had described as a manic episode. Why else would he say something so ludicrous? As calmly as I could, I turned to him and said, "Son, I'd love to go celebrate, but what exactly are we celebrating?" And with the most sincere voice I have ever heard, he looked me in the eye and said, "Don't you get it, Mom? We're celebrating because I'm sick. I'm not evil." It was in that moment that I realized it was time for me to start seeing things the way my son did. I thought we had been striving for normality, but all along, he had been fighting for his soul. This story is about Deborah Rose, from Deborah Rose. She's a private investigator, spends her free time advocating for people with mental illnesses. Chicken Soup for the Soul, Children with Special Needs.